All right, guys. So it's the next day. It's sunny. It's nicer out. I got the boat stripped down a little bit. Got some of the gear out of it. Took off the master on the side, so it's not really for traveling right now. There's the camp tent and in its cover, along with the bimini. And so I've opened up the forward cockpit. And so anyway, we'll just swing on down. It's a little bit dirty, but it's been, not out in the weather. It's been under a tarp, but it's still, it's a tarp. So, okay, so anyway, this is the early version. This is the Sea Pearl 21 trimaran swing out AMAs with the wing decks. And like I said, it is an earlier version. It's probably the first trimaran. It is the first trimaran that they made. It's a heavier boat, it's a beamier boat, and it's definitely got a lot more area. But as far as heavy, it's, when you're still talking a boat that weighs, I don't know, what, 900 pounds? I mean, and it'll also run in, what, maybe, what, 10 inches of water, maybe a foot, if it's really loaded or something like that. I don't really think it goes down on its lines when you put a lot of gear in it. So anyway, like I said, and it's a dry boat. These wing decks really keep it dry in a chop and stuff like that. And it is beamier. My cat loves this boat. So, okay, so let's do a quick. All right, so you go forward. It's got, and this is what the Sea Pearl Sports don't have, right? It's got these storage compartments right here. Like I said, it's much beamier. Some of the regular monohull Sea Pearls are taken up with water tanks, but this one doesn't have that problem. So there's a little bit of limited storage right here. You can stuff stuff up in a bag, right? And then if you go aft right here, and there's one on the other side too, but you can open this up and look, I mean, we're actually talking my tools. I got some tools. There's some more storage. There's some more storage there. And then this is what I love. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so more storage, miscellaneous gear, dive gear, safety gear and stuff like that. But, okay, so this is the best thing about this boat. I love this. Okay, so these are sterile-like containers. They're like $3 at Walmart. They have clamps on them. They fit perfectly. So if you look, I've got fish gear, dive gear, lube and sealants, stainless steel clamps. All right, so you can carry all this wonderful gear, stainless, kind of thing for spares. So you get to carry all this gear. There goes my cat. Okay, more storage space, and it just goes on and on and on. So you can carry, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, more than a dozen. I mean, literally more than a dozen of these containers. And if you've got them, so you take a look here. I've marked some of them off. This one's not marked off. Oh, it's got a little bit of food, coffee, and stuff in it. All right, this one's marked off. It's got survival gear in it. This is more survival gear, which is, cordage, knives, flint, stuff like that. Lube and sealant, fish gear, more miscellaneous gear, and it all fits perfectly in here. So I got to clean this all up. Right now I'm just doing it for show. Got a couple of paddles over there, net, some of the running lights, but these things fit literally perfectly into these spaces. And once you close it up, you have, there's nothing. There's the charge controller for both of the solar panels right there. This runs down the line. Here's the battery. Okay, and I've also got a 12-volt and a USB port right here. I got to hook it up, and it will show the voltage right there. And all I got to do is put one wire to it. But I knew this thing was going to be in storage, so there was no reason for me to do it. So anyway, more gear, more storage. For a 21-foot boat, it's got plenty of room. And once you get the camp tent up, it really is pretty nice. So Okay, so what I don't want to do, okay, here's the bow. Okay, Alma's out on this side. There's some more gear. Another solar panel looking aft. And she's a little dirty. The cats have been on it. It's got footprints on it. It's got mud in it because I've been in it. It is what it is. You know, it's you can put it together pretty quickly, and it's really a good boat. And, let's see. I don't know if you guys can see it over there. I've got a dove key, and I've also got a jar cat. And I was looking at a Drascombe drifter, and Drascombe drifters, these are, I mean, this will cross, I mean, this will go out to Fort Jefferson down in the Keys, and I'm sure it'll make the hop across to Bimini without any problem, especially on a good day. And you know, if you're reaching in 10 knots of wind, you know, you're pulling 7 knots, and it will do 7, 8 knots. If you're 15s, you know, you're pushing 9 knots. And so that's what, 9 times 5, that's a 6-hour run. You could take off at 9 o'clock in the morning, and if you have a good day, you can be in Bimini before the sun goes down. So if you have a bad day, well, you have a bad day, and that's boating. That's all there is to it. So but anyway, it's a good boat. Crazy amount of storage for what it is, and like I said, part of that is because it's heavier. It's got the wing decks. It's beamier than the later Sport Tries. So to some people that's a negative, and to other people it's a plus. Now that I've gotten old and fat, I like a little bit more room. I can actually set up a cot in here and sleep on the cot, because a long time ago I quit liking, I'm not sure if that's a verb either. I don't like to sleep literally on the sole or on the ground anymore. So the cot works actually pretty good. It's only about a foot up off the ground. It's got plenty of room for a camp tent, and I set up a little table in it. I can cook my meals on it and stuff like that. So and oh, here's the other thing: you can run the boat up on the beach. So if you don't want to sit on a hook, you know, then you're on the beach. So anyway, it's a good boat. I'm sitting here just babbling away, running up time. I will go ahead and post this as Sea Pearl number 2, and that's it. Okay, so I'm clear.